and then you pick another day, and it's got to stop. It's got to stop, because we can't live like this anymore. It's fucking bullshit to live our lives like this, where you can't even get off the fucking couch. You don't take care of your dog.
Well, okay, Joe, I want to explain one little part. If you thought that you were the one that was supposed to help save the world, and that no one would talk to you or try and convince you that you're not, but just say that you're not, they won't actually talk to you. You're going through all this stuff and you're begging everywhere you go. Please talk to me. I know this looks crazy, but talk to me and you'll see that it might not be crazy. Maybe we can figure something out on why I'm doing this. But no one wanted to do that because the doctor said, don't do that.
Because you haven't been off drugs.
Joe.
You haven't. Don't lie. You haven't. You have not been off drugs to actually have a clear mind in 2 years. You haven't been. You can't tell me that you have, because you haven't been.
I have been on the drugs, Joe, but what I'm telling you is that I have a clear mind now, and I have an understanding of what was going on. And it's continued to go on because no one would talk to me.
Because every time we talked to you, you told us we were whores. And
No, Joe. Joe, before the conversations would even happen, I'd be like, I'm gonna ask some really fucked up shit, but just tell me the truth. And I couldn't say, hey, you do this wrong, or you do this wrong, or you tell me where I'm wrong. There was none of that. It was, no, we're not talking to you, and you're wrong.
Because you started every single time with, you're a cheating whore.
No, I didn't, Joe.
Yes, you did.
No, I did.
Fully
No, because
I remember sitting on that.
Because I was questioning you about things that I was feeling, and I wanted to talk about them, and you didn't. You put your back up and said, no, I don't want to talk about this.
No,
instead of fucking looking at you and saying, you're a fucking idiot, I'm not a cheating whore, sit down and talk about, Joe, you just admitted you've never talked to me.
Every single time I told you, no, I've never cheated on you, you said, well, you didn't respond the way that you should have because I would have
Joe.
No, that's literally what you said. I would have laughed, so I don't believe you because you denied it instead of just laughing at me. And I'm like, why would I laugh at you? It's not fucking fun. No.
Okay, go ahead.
It's not fucking funny that after 18 years and 3 fucking kids, that my husband, who we had a perfect fucking relationship, it wasn't perfect, but it was damn close, perfect relationship for 18 years where nobody cheated and nobody lied and everything was fucking good, then every single day you were like, no, you're a fucking cheater? You think I'm not going to say, no, I didn't fucking cheat on you? But
here's the thing. I said, forget about everything. We can just start fresh, start brand new. And you would be the one that would keep bringing it and putting it back into my mind. So I'm like...
No, because why should I live like that? Why should I live like that where my husband thinks that...
Why should we not just forget about it and fucking talk?
Because if you think I'm cheating on you and fucking all these people, then we need to deal with that.
Well, yeah, exactly. You don't fucking just not talk about it and not deal with it. I was asking to talk about it.
That's what you wanted.
Oh, Joe, I never wanted that. No. Joe.
Every time I said, no, that never happened, you went, yes, it did. I don't believe you. You didn't laugh at me and brush it off, so I believe that you're denying it too much and that you actually did it. Every time that's what you said. Every time. And then you would be like fucking high and mighty and like a dickhead and be like, oh, let's just forget it all ever happened. Well, it never fucking happened, so no.
Well, if it didn't happen, let's talk about it.
You're not going to fucking sit there and act all high and mighty and tell me that you're going to forgive me for something that I never fucking did.
Do you not hear the circle that you continue to go in?
Oh my God.
Like, this is what I don't understand. I've been trying to tell you that you can't fix things if you don't talk about them. If you actually sit there and talk about things, sooner or later the truth will come out and you'll find out that it was probably fucking nothing. But you can't talk about it, so it turns into something.
I have talked about it with you, but you
Joe.
But you were so that you were like, I don't believe you. Because I asked you, one night.
Okay,
No, listen,
so even though...
listen.
Aye.
I asked you one night because you were like, nope, you went out and you cheated on me that night we got in a fight and I left you at my parents' house and I went over to Mel's. And you were like, I went to Mel's and you weren't there. And I was like, I know, because I went to Mel's and I saw her for a little bit and then I went to bingo. And I was at the bingo hall. And had you just asked me the next day, I literally could have gone to the bank and got you my bank receipts from the bingo hall. I could have got Bernie and every other person who works at the fucking bingo hall to be like, yeah, she was here all fucking
That was exactly my point.
And
I was such a
that.
pussy back then that I didn't say anything because you were pregnant with my kid. So I didn't, the fuck, Joe, you left me in a house with your parents the very first fucking night by myself. Like, I should have fucking questioned the whole fucking thing. I should have fucking came to you and said, and then you should have been able to fucking say what you did. But I tried saying, hey, maybe I was wrong in the situation. Let's talk about it. I had those thoughts. I held on to them because I didn't say anything because I was a fucking pussy.
And I told you all of that.
Well,
and you were like, no, I don't believe you. You were
no.
You were out banging that long-haired guy that you were sleeping with before we met. That's literally what you responded to me as that night. That's what you said to me.
So why? Because I came up with those conclusions from other situations that we were in that kind of clicked where, we're sitting with your friends when we first got together and you're fucking looking at him, fucking telling everybody how good he is in bed. And then fucking you turn... Joe, you did.
No, I didn't.
Like, fuck, Joe.
No, I didn't.
Joe, it was at the bar. Okay, fine. That didn't happen then. It didn't happen. So let's fucking drop it. Well, fuck, Joe. I know. Why do you think my fucking red alert should have fucking went off? But I didn't say anything. I sat there like a fucking pussy. It didn't say anything. So now I don't even know if it even happened or not. So if I wasn't a pussy then, I should have fucking said, hey, what the fuck would you say something like that for?
Stop screaming.
Oh, fuck.
That never happened. So I don't know where the fuck.
Well, then let's not fight about it. Because like I said, I didn't deal with it at the time where I thought I should have.
That was the conversation we had. Every time you were like, sit down and listen to me talk. And I would sit down, and that's what you started with. Every fucking time.
Okay, that was then. Let's forget about then. It's been like a long time since then, so we can't go back, and I can't say, hey, this is what I think was going on back then. I can't do that, right? I'm not allowed to come back and say, hey, this is what I think was going on. I think I figured it out. Because the whole fucking time, if you remember, Joanna, from the very fucking beginning, I said, I don't know what the fuck is going on with me. For some reason, I think I'm going to be famous. And in what world do you think I want to be fucking famous, Joe? I'm scared for no fucking reason. That was at the beginning of it. And I get it now. Well, I know you think it's stupid. I can't even get you to fucking hear my thoughts on Jesus and God. You have no fucking clue. You think you fucking run around saying I hate my fucking son. I have no judgments against the fucking gay people. I do not live in their heads to... Hey, you can't base a fucking religion on my thoughts. Because... like I've said, I'm spiritual, not religious. Not one iota. You can take all your religions and shove them up their ass because they're all dictated by a man.
Oh, did you find out?
You bow down to a man. Oh, well, I know that, Joe. That's why I look up to Jesus Christ.
But you don't even know if he's real because...
Exactly. Does it fucking matter? Okay, who else should I look up to? What other character throughout all of history should I, well, I think that I do. You just take it as I don't because I want the truth.
Do you think Jesus would just sit on his couch all fucking day and not help his family?
If he thought the world was in trouble, yeah, I think he would do whatever it took. Well, I think that maybe... it would all depend on the situations. Maybe everybody's sitting there telling him he's fucking crazy. Maybe it's just like fucking
Yes, because Jesus would sit on the couch and do nothing.
Well, no, he wouldn't be doing nothing. His fucking heart would be breaking while he's trying to fucking fix the world, but everybody's fucking against him. They just crucify him one time after another.
But you're not him.
Who would want to be him, Joe? Who in the world? Somebody who wants something to gain.
It has been 3 years of this, and it's ridiculous. Nothing is
Well, it's been about an hour of this when we could have ended it right off the bat.
Has happened. None of it.
Not yet. It's not my timing.
It
It's not my timing. It's God's timing. It's not up to me. I can.
So you're going to waste your whole rest of your life. So if nothing ever happens, you're going to sit on this couch until you're 90.
Well, hopefully I find that person that will talk to me and will understand, and then they can explain to me whether I'm crazy or not. They can bring me the Fauci files that tell me that the fucking thing was good.
What if you don't? Because you don't believe anything that anybody says.
Well, I would hope that there's one person out in the world that will at least talk to me about this.
You just want someone to agree with you.
No, I don't. I want someone to show me where I'm wrong. Not tell me, show me. Because I want to show everybody what I got, but I'm not allowed.
So many studies, but you don't care. Because you are 100%.
I've seen all the, exactly. You have shown me study after study, and I got it based on the studying that I did. But now I think there's other information that tells me that the study that we looked at was fucking shitty and not good.
Yeah. Yes, because doctors want to just hurt people.
Well, Joe, I don't think my psychiatrist wants to hurt me, but I think the more educated they are, the fucking dumber they get.
No, that's just because you're dumb.
Okay. But they can show me where I'm dumb. I can show them where they're dumb. They have to show. No, he literally told me you're a fucking idiot because you think Fauci's bad.
He tried to show you that he, with his Rocky Mountain.
Oh, fuck, that's retarded, dude.
That is how you act. That's how you act. You sit there and I say, hey, what about this and what about this and what about this? And you just put your walls up and you're like, nope.
No, you got to look at the evidence that I have. So, hey, Doc, grab me by the hand and we'll go to the Rocky Mountains. And here they are. Can we both say that they're here? Yes. I've proved my point to you, Doc.
I'm not allowed to actually talk because if I do try to talk to you and explain anything to you, you tell me that I'm pushing my views on you, or you tell me that it's fucking bullshit. But he was trying to point out to you, because what did you say to him when he said, I don't believe the Rocky Mountains exist? He just used it as an example. He doesn't actually believe that the Rocky Mountains don't exist. He used it as an example.
And I used my example. Let's go see if the Rocky Mountains are there.
First, no, that's not what you said. First you said, I can go on the internet and look it up. And he said, I don't believe everything that's on the internet. That was his response to you. Because that's what you say to me when I'm like, hey, here's this study, or here's this, or here's what happened here. And you're like, nope.
No, I'll look at yours. I look at yours. You won't look at mine. You won't say.
Hang on. Have you ever gone and watched that Kanye video? That you sit there and you preach and harp at me about this guy who supposedly said something to Kanye, and at first it was he threatened to kill him, and then it was, he just threatened to beat him up, and then it was,
No, Harvey Pasternak threatened Kanye with his life and his he said, I'm going to get you on so many drugs, play dates with the kids. Well, that's threatening. Joe, you've never been locked up for no reason, so how would you know what it's like?
That's telling him, hey, you need to be on your meds, because when you're on your meds, you're a normal person who's not a psycho who had a family and who lived a normal life when you were medicated. You need to be back on your meds. But that's neither here nor there. No, I'm talking.
Okay.
That's neither here nor there. He did not threaten to kill him. He said you need to be on your meds. So that's not threatening to kill somebody, so stop embellishing and making bullshit. But I say to you, well, if that's not
I didn't say threaten to kill.
Yes, you did.
I threatened to get him locked up.
Words.
Harvey Pasternak has also been involved with Hollywood murders. Deaths.
I'm talking. You flat out told me in the car, in the parking lot at Walmart, that he threatened to kill him. Those were your words. He threatened to kill him.
And maybe I did. I'm saying maybe I did. Okay.
I'm talking. That's what you started with. And then you changed your story 4 times. And I said to you, if you think this man is such a bad person, why is it okay for Kanye to actually make a full-on video about decapitating and murdering a person, and then part of the video he actually sent to him in real life? Because that to me is a full-on death threat. He brought that into real world. And you have never once gone and looked at it. You've never looked into him sending him the truck of roses to Kim's house. You never looked into the video. You've never watched the video of him murdering Pete Davidson in the video. It's like a 5-minute video fully about him murdering and decapitating someone. And you are like, no, Kanye's a good guy. That's okay that he did that. Because
no, I never said that.
You did too. You said it was okay he did that because he was making a music video and it was just him being, what was the word you used? It was him being creative.
Well, we all have bad thoughts in our heads.
Okay,
as long as we don't act on them
right,
or threaten.
So making a video of it, one thing. Taking it real life and sending him the truck full of roses, real life threat of murder. Because in the video, he decapitates him, puts him in the ground, and grows roses out of his head. And then he digs all the roses out of his head and puts them in a truck. And then he sent that exact truck to their house full of roses after that video. So tell me that's not
if I would admit that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. That's okay, and we could take a look at it and we could determine that.
But I asked you to do that 6 months ago and you still haven't done it.
I've told you that I think Kanye's a starseed. Have you ever looked into anything that I've said?
A crazy batshit
well,
asshole.
Because you've already determined that because you
I
hate
looked
him.
At all of the shit that he
Well,
does,
you haven't
because
maybe I could show you from another perspective.
I don't think so, because I've watched all of these videos of him telling people that Hitler's a good guy and that Jewish people are all monsters.
No.
And that, yes.
He loves Jewish people. He says he loves Jewish people. He says that there's some Jewish people that run the organization up top of Kanye, and they're really bad, and they're probably going to hell.
You make excuses for him all the time because you will not admit that he's you will not admit that he's a bad dude. You will not admit it, that he is a bad dude. And he is.
You don't know what I think. I think because I do think Kanye is a chosen one, right?
No,
I do.
He's
no,
not. He's
okay, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
I also
off his meds,
questioned him. I also questioned him.
Questioned him.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I was having a totally different perspective. You don't know because you don't talk to me. Those pictures or videos of him and his wife, his new wife or whatever that is, at Balenciaga.
Mm-hmm. Did you actually look at that?
Yeah, I did.
I'm shocked.
I did. So it's been a long time until today I seen a video, because I always hold hope, right? I see a video. Kanye's 5'8", his girlfriend's 5'6". Now, if you actually watch the picture in the video, Kanye is a very tall man next to that woman. And he also said in another video, if I go missing, it's probably not me. If I go missing and I come back, it's probably not me.
When did he go missing? He
went. He's not all over the place anymore. You barely see him anymore.
The Balenciaga thing happened in January.
Well, that's the thing. Of course, like if you were going to stage something.
Why would they stage? So what's your point? So I watched the video of that. It was clearly Kanye in the video and in the pictures.
I know it looks like Kanye. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying.
You are ridiculous.
This is the thing. You're not willing to look.
Every fucking
Joe.
day. He literally wears it every fucking day. He was still wearing
Joe.
it after all the shit that happened in October, and after he was like, "Oh, Kim's a horrible monster because she's still wearing Balenciaga and she's still shopping there," and then it was him who was doing it. He was wearing his Balenciaga boots when he was shopping for Christmas with.
I'm not saying Kanye is a good guy. I have my opinions on what might be going on, so I will search for more truth. So if we work together, we could probably come up with the truth. But instead of not looking at all the information, you want to pick out the bits and pieces that you don't like.
So you're going to just make it a conspiracy theory because you don't want to admit that he's a douchebag, that he's a hypocrite, and that...
No, I'd rather try and find out for myself whether I have the right information.
He's a fucking hypocrite.
Well,
he's still wearing
he might be. He might be. Well, I know all this stuff, Joe. I know all the...
You can't defend him
all right,
and then tell me that this Harvey Pasternak guy is a bad guy when he literally made a video about murdering someone
Joe.
And then took it real life. Go and look it up, but you never have. You've never watched the video.
Okay.
Never gone and looked
Harvey
up.
Pasternak.
I don't care.
Look into his past. Works for the Canadian military. Mind-altering drugs. Works with celebrities. People he's worked with have died.
Are you listening?
Mac
You're
Miller.
not listening. I don't care. I didn't say that Harvey was a good guy. I didn't say that. My problem is that you are defending Kanye for doing something worse than what Harvey did to Kanye, and you're demonizing Harvey for something because he did it to your fucking dick-sucking Kanye, who you are obsessed with.
Joe, if you even knew, okay, I can never change my mind. Okay, let me fucking prove a fucking point here. Elon Musk, my fucking brother, right? Elon Musk, my fucking brother. Don't think too fucking highly of him right now, Joanna, because I believe in God and I believe in Satan. He wears a little Satan outfit. He's got a chip for the brain that I used to think was probably good for people. But I'm thinking maybe Mark of the Beast. But did you know there's also a video out of his ex-nanny? I don't know if it's his ex-nanny or not. I don't know if she's lying. But she says some weird stuff about Elon having the mark of the beast. And that's coming from Elon's mother. Now, I don't necessarily have to believe that video because maybe somebody's making something up. Maybe Elon is a good guy, but he seems to have sexual tendencies that kind of go off script of being a good guy. And if you want to know something else, there's this blue girl. I don't remember her full name. She's a human trafficking advocate that Elon has made famous, but won't make unfamous because she's a troll. She's been a human trafficker of her fucking self in the past, admittedly, and friends say so. So if she was that, Elon could break her just as fast as he made her. And she looks bad, and he won't. So for me, it's all part of the play, Joe. You don't get it. The good guys sometimes aren't the good guys. The bad guys sometimes aren't the bad guys. Like I said, I used to fucking hate Trump. Hate. Just like you. And guess what? I took and investigated for myself. He might be a chosen one too. And he also says he's a chosen one. Yeah. Just think, he tells the American people...
Trump had a relationship with Harvey Weinstein. Or what's his name? The guy with the list.
Oh, Epstein, you should go investigate.
He admitted that he's been on the plane. But don't you find it funny that his name's not on the list?
Do you want to? You should go Google.
He has admitted that he's been on the plane.
All right, I won't even tell you to go look for this. But there's...
Shut up and listen. He himself has admitted that he's been on Jeffrey Epstein's plane.
No, in pictures with him. He has said I don't know about the plane thing. I don't know about the plane thing.
But it's kind of odd that his name's not on the list. But he says that he's been on the plane. So who took him off the list? Why is his name not on the list?
I don't know. Have you ever heard what Trump has said about Epstein?
Yeah, because Trump's going to sit there and say good things about him?
I believe it was when Epstein was alive. I believe it.
He did say a whole bunch of good shit about that Ghislaine Maxwell woman.
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to take a look. I don't know.
I don't know.
All the best,
she was such a nice woman and blah, blah, blah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Trump's part of the play. I don't think that he is. I don't know.
No, you don't.
Well, because I could look for all the information and you'd never look at it, so why would I waste
You don't
my
look at
time?
anything that I send you.
Well, Joe, I do. I do. I do.
You don't. I mean, your teeth are literally rotting out of your head because someone who's worked in dental for 6 years has explained to you that as long as you don't swallow fluoride, it's good for your teeth.
It's in the water. They're poisoning the water.
Oh my God.
Go Google Ohio. A train derailment.
Oh my God. Yes, you know what? I have actually looked at that.
Oh.
I have. I actually looked at that. And they blew it up so that it wouldn't explode out of control. And yes, they knew that it would go into the water and that it would cause a problem for a while in that one separate area. But if they had let it explode, it would have spread much further, caused much more damage. So they lit it on fire where it was. And as it goes downstream, the way that the molecules actually work in water, it dissipates it and it doesn't actually spread all over the place.
Okay.
So once it gets down to the next town, it's not actually going anywhere. So it's the same thing as when like the Native American land down the street where the reserve is. That there, when they have to have their boil water in effect, or they can't drink their water, and they do the drives to bring them all their water, it's the same thing. So you bring a whole bunch of fresh water in for them until it dissipates, because what was their other option? Let it explode and let it cause more damage, or light it on fire and contain it as best as they could.
I'm not saying that they didn't do
So
the
it's
best
not a
thing after the
conspiracy.
explosion.
They
Well,
did
I
the best
think.
thing they could after
Well,
the derailment.
may,
So it's not a conspiracy. They did the best thing they could after the derailment
I know
to
that
cause the
you.
least amount of damage.
I know that you got that from your mainstream news, and you would hate to listen to your husband
Actually,
or have
I
him
did.
show you.
No,
Well,
actually, I didn't,
okay.
but-
Well, I don't want to.
Yeah, 'cause
I don't want to fight anymore because I never have a voice. So.
You've been talking this whole fucking time.
Oh, because. Aye.
We've been talking
Alright,
to
enough
each other
fighting.
this whole fucking time.
I'm not fighting. I'm done.